What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity. I hope you guys are doing well. You guys have heard me rant all year about the new operator skins that come into Call of Duty. Maybe it was the most recent one, like the dinosaur, or maybe you were expecting me to blow up about the new Teletubby skins. But I just don't have the energy to do it anymore. I just don't have anything left in me to care. And that's what Call of Duty has done to me. I just don't care about what they're doing on the peripheries of this game. Let me know when you're making the servers better. Let me know when you're enhancing matchmaking. Let me know when you're fixing the spawns. Everything else you do outside of that, to me, doesn't matter. Knock your socks off, because nothing's going to change. As much as I want to rant and rave about things, nothing I say is going to cause change, because people are still buying it, and I can't do anything about that. I wish I could tell people, shake them and tell them, stop buying this if you want better games. But they're going to buy it. And for every person that says, I'm going to abstain, there's another nade shot out there that's going to spend thousands of dollars on microtransactions. And there's nothing I can do about that, right? I just think it completely null and voids any opinion you have about improving the game when you constantly incentivize them to not do anything. But that's neither here nor there. The main reason why I came to this epiphany, why I'm changing my tune a little bit, is this from Charlie Intel. Microsoft Chief Financial Officer says gaming revenue in Q3, January to March, was stronger than expected because of higher than expected revenue from Call of Duty. What made them more money? The microtransactions, the introduction of collections, giving players a reward for spending money, saying, hey, if you spend just a few more dollars, we'll give you this skin, exclusive to people who spend money. Isn't that great? You get more for spending more money. And it's just pretty disgusting tactics, but it works. I mean, they made people spend $80 to have a Kong paw, and they did it. No questions asked, no quorums, no problem, just did it. Completely forgetting about the fact that the servers are still butt, the matchmaking is still nonsensical, and spawns are as broken as they've ever been and have not been addressed since launch. What are we doing here? Honestly. And I can only go on so many rants saying the same thing before I get tired of hearing myself talk. And I love hearing myself talk. That's why I have a YouTube channel. I'm a little narcissistic in that matter. But it just gets too repetitive. Nothing is changing. Nothing is improving. I mean, I guess what I can say is I do have to give kudos to Sledgehammer Games about the wealth of content they have put into MW3. There's more content here than I think Vanguard and MW2 combined. And that's a good thing. And maybe that helps with them having a stronger than expected Q3 because they're retaining players. Unlike what happened with MW2 where they just didn't do anything to the game. Like, don't worry guys, we'll give you Shoot House in January. And then, yeah, this Expo map will come sometime in February. And that's it. We have bad maps and we've added 2 more mediocre maps. Sorry for Shoot House fans. I don't think it's that great of a map. Anyways, the lack of content has not been a problem here with MW3 like it was with MW2. So maybe that's what they are talking about. Their projections were lower because of how poor Q3 was potentially last year. I don't know. I don't have the numbers in front of me. And frankly, I don't really care. Because at the end of the day, nothing is changing because we don't incentivize them to change it. And like I've always said, I'd be fine with having strong revenues. I'm not against Call of Duty making money or being popular. I'm against it staying stagnant because they're not incentivized to innovate or evolve or enhance the player experience. That's my problem. If they could get to that point where they could have both sides of the spectrum filled, I would be more than happy. I would even probably spend some money on the game. I'd buy a battle pass or two because what I'm seeing from the game is a commitment to innovation, a commitment to evolve. And that's what's so important for Call of Duty. But no, what I've been seeing over the last few years is a chase for mediocrity. Be just mid enough that you can get by, pleasing the casual fans, and then just sell them a bunch of nonsense. And I'd far rather they try to strive to be the best and fail than just skate by being mediocre. I've made the comparisons to the MCU before, where they were bold and took risks during the first few movies, and then they've just played it safe ever since. to the point now where playing it safe doesn't cut it for their audience. And I'm wondering when that breaking point is going to be for Call of Duty. Because Call of Duty can still be massively successful, but every single camel has a straw that it will break its back. I'm just wondering what it's going to be for Call of Duty. So I can't wait to hop into my next game of MW3 and see a bunch of Teletubbies, ravenous rabbits, dinosaurs running around the map while I play with a team of superheroes. It's really going to create such a cool experience, right? This game is not Call of Duty anymore. It's generic FPS shooter that holds the name and the moniker of Call of Duty. That's it. It's no longer modern warfare. No, it's not a military simulator anymore. All of the things that immersed you into the experience of playing the original Call of Duty games, yeah, all of that is gone, and it's been replaced with Teletubbies, ravenous rabbits, and dinosaurs. I hope you're happy, but clearly you are, because you're all spending the money. So nothing's going to change. And the worst part about all this is that a few months ago, they canned 1,900 people. They said, bye-bye, we don't need you. And these revenues are on their backs. It was their hard work that led to these revenues. And now, yeah, you're just not part of the team anymore. And all of these higher than expected revenues, yeah, they're just going to go fill somebody else's pocket. And the developers won't see it at all. They'll be continued to just work on passionless projects like creating the next crazy skin instead of something that has an identity and is filled with effort and passion. Because I'll tell you this, anybody could make a successful skin in Call of Duty. Just think about what the lowest common denominator wants. Make it bright, have it shoot pink bullets, and people will flock to buy it. It is the easiest formula in gaming, and I can't even fault Activision for having it. It's an infinite money glitch, and they've figured it out. They've hacked the system. And they don't have to put any of that money back into their own games. Don't have to share that money with the developers. No, no, no. It can just go right into their fat wallets, and they can go to their third beach house and be happy that they've completely deteriorated an entire industry. But they're the ones that were smart enough to realize that we're a bunch of idiot morons that love to just spend money on NFTs. That's what skins are. That's what these are. They're glorified NFTs. There's no value to them. There's no enhancement to the gameplay experience. They're just NFTs. And if you think shooting colored bullets is an enhancement on the gameplay experience, I don't know what to tell you. It might be one of the dumbest things to ever happen to a first-person shooter. But that's fine. You like it because shiny things distract you from what has happened right in front of your eyes with this franchise. Going back to playing old Call of Duties, you'd never be able to recognize them compared to what we have today. It's a massive disappointment, and it's a massive issue. But what's ever going to change? What's ever going to be resolved unless we start sitting on our wallets? That's what we have to do if we want real change. But I don't see it ever happening because for every person that does that, there's a streamer out there that has no issue spending thousands of dollars to get the new shiny thing so they can show it off to their audience of 12-year-olds. So that's just my feeling right now. That's the way I view this. I'm not hating against them. Good for them making record revenues, having stronger than expected Q3 results. Cool. Awesome. It's just too bad that they had to destroy a game that I loved, a franchise that I loved in the process. So yeah, that's it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, can you please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.